Lesson 6. Being Fashionable. Talking about fashion world. Listen to Mr. Subodh Mehta, a renowned fashion designer. He is discussing the fashion and its impact on teenagers. As you listen, mark the statements as true or false on the basis of the discussion. Good evening, listeners. Welcome once again to our show, Let's Talk Non-Stop. We have with us today Mr. Subodh Mehta, a renowned fashion designer. Hello, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much, Anand. It feels great to be here. My mother is a big fan of your show and was really very excited when I got a call from your team for today's episode.
Really? That's a pleasant surprise. Please do convey my regards to her.
Surely, I will. By the way, I like that maroon shirt you are wearing. One of my favorite colors. And you have teamed it well with that off-white tie. The combination is timeless.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you are discussing my dressing sense. Well, that brings me to the topic of today's episode, fashion. So, sir, what exactly is fashion according to you?
Well, to put it simply, fashion is a popular or the latest style of clothing, hair, footwear, accessories, makeup, decoration, or behavior.
Who do you think is most affected by fashion?
I think it's the youth of the country.
Really? Is that so?
Oh yes, fashion is the key word for today's teenagers. In fact, the fashion trends are taking hold of even school-going children these days.
School-going students? Really?
Yes. You can see the bags they carry, the watches they wear, and the way they dress up involves so much of fashion. In fact, they can be good trendsetters themselves. Young boys and girls invent their own styles to become a style icon among their groups.
I guess you're right. I also think that earlier, fashion used to be found only among the rich and the well-off, but now it is...
Yes, very true. Now the times have changed. Everybody, no matter what caste, class or color, is fashionable these days. The streets are full of the fashion-conscious and fashion-forward people.
I wonder, sir, what is it that makes everyone, especially our teenagers, so fashionable?
One of the many factors responsible for the spread and the craze of fashion among people so much is television and, of course, the internet. Fashion is, contagious. People get influenced by the celebrities, models, etc. A particular actor has a certain way of wearing an off-shoulder top with huge heavy bracelets and skinny jeans, or some other actor has a style of wearing a t-shirt combined with an open shirt. And it just clicks. And the common people and teenagers pick up the style.
Quite true. So, do you think being fashionable has any advantages?
Of course, yes. Being fashion conscious not only makes you popular among your friends, but also increases your confidence level.
But do you think this could have an adverse effect on students?
The other side of the coin. That is the sad part. Actually, the teenagers have involved themselves so much with fashion. Instead of reading textbooks, they prefer to read fashion magazines. They try hard to copy and look like the models or glam faces. Too much of information regarding recent trends and styles blocks the minds of the children and distracts them from their studies.
So, are you saying that fashion magazines distract students?
Not just fashion magazines, watching programs on TV, and browsing shopping websites endlessly. Moreover, the internet is full of the latest trendy do it yourself hairstyles, nail art, 10 attractive ways of how to wear a scarf or muffler, and so on. The students obviously get distracted.
Do you think this will affect their relationship with their family?
See, Anand, teenagers feel there's a generation gap. They want to keep up with latest style and fashion so that they are accepted by their trendy peers. Unlike earlier, now the teenagers do not go out with their parents on weekends. Rather, they plan their outings with their friends. The prime destination for outings these days are big shopping malls where they can do a lot of shopping, keep up with the latest fashion, and have fun too.
That's a serious concern for parents too. What do you think can be done?
I would say, first of all, it is the responsibility of the parents to keep a check on their children that they do not spend too much time on grooming themselves. Schools should discourage the use of fashionable accessories within the school premises. I mean, it's good to keep yourself updated with fashion trends, but it should not affect your studies, sports, etc.
I also think that the students must be aware of the fashion world and the fashion industry because it provides quite interesting career options these days.
You're absolutely right. A career in fashion is quite glamorous. The industry has so many roles to offer. A fashion job can be anything from running exotic photo shoots in various settings to managing a fashion blog. Let me count for you 10 top fashion industry jobs: garment technologist, fashion designer, retail buyer, fashion illustrator, merchandiser, fashion stylist, textile designer, personal stylist, makeup artist, and fashion writer.
Wow! These career options sound rather interesting. And I'm really curious to know more about them. But unfortunately, we have come to the end of today's show. We will talk non-stop tomorrow once again. So friends, we still have with us Mr. Subodh Mehta, who will tell us more about the career options in fashion industry, but in the next part of the show. So stay with us and tune in the same time tomorrow. Goodbye till then. Do take good care of yourselves.